So hello, welcome again to instructions on yoga. We're going to go and try to understand some of the deeper aspects of the yoga posture, not just the stretching part or the extension part. I don't like the word stretching. Stretching means we're pulling something and actually tearing it. I like to extend, because the extension means we're reaching, and the muscles are much better off. There's no tearing and pulling of the joints. Reaching means we actually follow. And in fact, in the reaching, if we do it correctly, we're going to connect into the lower Dantian. So this is to be understood as the source. This is the source of, in the Hindu philosophy, it's the source of all the nadis. The nadis stem out from here. Basically Uddiyana or the Kanda, Uddiyana Bandha. And from this connection, from here, everything, the nerves, all the things that get all our skin to our eyebrows, to our hair, everything stems from here. So this is the source. Same as Dantian. Dantian translates as the source. And so it's very important to understand that. It should not be compressed in contraction. Okay, we just want to engage it. We don't want to go and squeeze it, because if we squeeze it, we're blocking it. There's nothing going to flow through it. But we want to activate it. And one of the easiest ways to activate it is to just bend the legs, lift the heels, reach up, continue to reach up as you slowly lower down, and you can feel that this tones. It just activates. So there's no contraction. I'm not squeezing it. As you can see, what happens when I squeeze, there's blockages. My voice is blocked. My back is blocked. So I just activate it. And then lightness comes. So this is, for me, one of the biggest examples of when it's working correctly is that you feel light. There's this feeling of lightness. You're not sagging down on the floor like this. There's a lot of people who walk around doing yoga, they're like this. And they can't get the lift, they're trying to lift here. But if you lift the Dantian, just activate, automatically connects to the rest of the body and allows us to lift. Of course, we know that the power from the lower Dantian comes to the middle Dantian. This is where the power is, as I explained before. But if we're extending, we extend in Kung Fu. They create the power here, or the source of the energy from here, but the power comes from connection through the middle Dantian to the feet. And then if we're blocked here, we just throw the arm, it's just power there, but there's no strength, no oomph. So it's got to come from here. We need to combine them both, lower and middle Dantian. So understanding it's bending the legs, lifting the heels, and just lowering down, and this will activate. The body will come into alignment, and it'll allow you, as I said, to create this lightness and alignment. It's important we have the correct position of the body. So again, we may have to retrain the body. You know, if you're so used to sticking the ribs forward, and you do this, you're actually not using lower Dantian. You're actually losing this place here, which is above. It's more abdominal muscles. These abdominal muscles actually create pressure around on the diaphragm and actually make it more difficult to breathe. So you may see this in your students or in yourself, but when you're breathing here. And I see this all the time, that people are breathing here, and it's because they're sticking the ribs forward. And it's very difficult to bring the ribs back and allow the tailbone to release and maintain this. Difficult in the fact that it's muscle memory. We're working with muscle memory, and if you've always been standing like this is what feels normal for you, and this is the way you're always going to stand, because it's a habit you have. And if I want you to change, it's going to take a lot of work, at least consistently remembering it for at least 21 days before you'll actually start to change the body. So first, you have to check the body out. We have a mirror on the side here, but if I have a mirror, I would stand up and just look in the mirror and see what my body shape was like. And actually, when I'm teaching, I just have people stand there, and I actually make the adjustment on them. Then I have them look in the mirror, and they're quite amazed, actually, because they're actually looking in the mirror and they see they're standing in the correct way. Whereas before they felt they were standing the correct way. And in actual fact, when I put them in the correct position, quite often they think they're falling over. It's just that they're not aware. Once the awareness comes, then they go, and the awareness comes by seeing, not listening to the mind and imagining what the mind's thinking, but actually see it. They can contradict what the mind actually thinks it's doing. So it corrects the mind by actually seeing. And once you see it, then you can say, I want to change. So this is the first step, is to see something, realize you need to change and want to change. It's only part of it. First you have to understand that it's a change necessary. Next, you want to change. Third, you have to put all the work into change. So many things. You need to constantly be looking in a mirror for at least 21 days. You can do it walking down the street. You walk down the street and there's always windows and shop windows. You look in the shop windows, you can see your body, and you look in and you go, I need to adjust. It won't be long before you're walking along and you say, I need to look in the mirror, and you'll already adjust before you get there. And then after that, you'll just walk along and you realize when you look that you are standing correctly. But it'll take at least minimum 20 days of constant vigilance before it will change. And again, it all comes from the lower Dantian being in the correct position. Ribs are forward, there is no lower Dantian or no Kanda. It's released. It's no Uddiyana Bandha, it's released. Draw it in, tailbone down, lift, and feel lightness in the body. Okay, so this is the Uddiyana Bandha. And the importance of it is in the Ashtanga practice is the breathing. Okay, so now we have this lower abdomen in. We can now breathe. Ribs forward, listen. Lower Dantian. Very powerful breath, much softer. So we're really looking to get lower Dantian, to create alignment in the body, to create evenness of breathing. Very important. The most important thing of a practice of yoga is breath. Breath is a reflection to whatever is happening in the body. Thank you.